of this. Wait. So, I have the key now. I got the blood. I reported the one guy. Basically, I've done stuff that needs to be done, so... I also reported, the two that were, the circators to, the prior. All kinds of stuff. We'll just do that, and we'll wake up at around 4 o'clock. Finally getting out of this place. I love this game, but this quest is, oh my god. I feel like this is the type of quest you do if you don't, or like this side quest is what you do if you don't really care about like action or like the story of the game, just kind of exploring and doing random stuff like that, then this is definitely the quest for you. I'm not that type of person. I actually like doing the story. I like DLCs. I love stuff like that. I love action. I love the combat. This is... I mean, that's why I didn't do as many side quests in Skyrim, which actually I was thinking about doing another Skyrim playthrough, but just DLC, it's like different, modded and stuff like that, just but in a different format.
What would you like?
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you, and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory.
Just enjoy this moment, because this is the last time I'm going to be in this monastery. This God-forsaken monastery. Which, now that I think about it, the term God-forsaken doesn't really apply here.
Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much... jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter.
Wait, hold on. I need to look at this quest log again just to make sure I do it in time. So, right after evening mass, meet with Pius in the dormitory.
What troubles you?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. I can hardly believe it. Good gracious, so many mistakes.
Well. Finally. So close to getting out of here. I don't think I've ever felt so happy to finally complete a mission in this game. Besides maybe like... Besides maybe the, what was it?
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery.
What is it, brother?
Stop, Gregor! Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be...
You're right, brother.
This is your second...
Oh yeah, the blood from when the rock hit the dude on the head.
Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhoff massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
Enough!
I wish I didn't have to fight him.
Bring it on! Ow! I'm gonna enjoy this. You call that combat? Come here, little...
Oh, that was a pain in the ass to fight him, especially since I didn't have my armor. If I'm right, it took me a little over a week to escape that place. Not like real life, but in the game. When I say escape, would that be the right term? It's not like I was held there against my will. but I didn't want to be there.
This is one of the men who raised Neuhoff. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favor. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work, and I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms,
Bread.
and asparagus.
Bread.
Come right up.
Rolls
no
and
need to be
pretzels.
shy.
Ah, Pebbles, I missed you.
Fresh bread, come and get it. Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms,
Why the
and
fuck is there an
asparagus.
Irish lady
Come
there?
right up. No need to be shy.
Okay, so now that I'm out, what's my goal? The die is cast. My spiritual contemplation in the Order of Saint Benedict is over. Farewell, Brother Gregor. Now back to those crimps. Let's hope they finally lead me to the bandit encampment. Wait a second, I've been thinking about doing... Wait, hold on. DLCs. Okay. So, almost done with From the Ashes. Think before, because if I'm right, the die is cast is like one of the last missions in the game. So I'm gonna do the amorous adventures of bold Sir Hans Capon, and then I'm gonna do Band of Bastards, and yeah.
Bread.
Hold on, I need to check even if like they're at Neuhoff. What? Huh? Why isn't it? I want to go to Pribislibitz first, but I don't understand why the thing for the Amorous Adventures is not showing up. I need to look up how you start that, because that and the Band of Bastards, those are the only two I've never done. I have no clue how they work, what they do. Never even watched any videos on it, so I'm in the dark basically. Gosh, it feels good to be back out of that place. Exploring the open world that is, I think, Bohemia. I don't know. I'm honestly hoping I don't run into any bandits. I mean, sure, yay, actual combat, not that shit I did with Pius, but, I mean, like, actual fighting, yay, but, like, keep on losing track of the things I say. Maybe it's because I'm tired. I am tired. I'm incredibly tired, but no rest for the wicked. Or is it no rest for the weary? I honestly can't remember. I'm exhausted. I really am. Despite the fact I slept till around 12 o'clock this morning, but that doesn't really mean much when I fell asleep at 5. I mean, at least I got 7 hours of sleep, right? But I hate doing fucking college. I really do. And I hate even more the fact that I didn't have a choice in if I had to do it or not. And that was just wonderful. But you know, some things in life you don't get to choose, but still go with it anyways. I'm often annoyed by people that complain about the hand they've been dealt instead of just sucking it up and dealing with it. You know, I keep on forgetting the fact that I started a podcast but don't do anything for it. I mean, I should probably do something, but I feel like I overextended myself when I started that thing. I should have just stuck with a YouTube channel with occasional episodes where I do serious topics and stuff like that. Instead of, you know, well, random shit, but I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about anymore. So fucking tired. Hey, I made it to Privilege without any interruptions from bandits and such. I'm still not sure. I got, like, cuts on my thumb, on my right thumb, and my right ring finger, like the tips of my fingers. I haven't touched anything that would have cut my fingers, and like, it's just weird. This bitch.
Look out.
Just tell me. 5.3 thousand groschen. That's a lot of money.
Hey!
But where the fuck did you hey me? I'm... Okay, what am I lacking in prerequisites? I have stone grain, and I'm pretty sure I have the money. I have 9.7 thousand... What do you mean I don't? Oh, do I have to... I forget I had to put it in the chest. I need a tavern, but if I'm right, the tavern is going to give me more money. So...
There's work to be done.
Lucius or Mark, whatever the fuck your name is. Dog, get the... Get out of the way. Thank you. There's a dumbass with the scarf around his head. Marius. Marius?
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
I'd rather not build anything just now. I want to build something.
Certainly.
No, we don't have a tavern here yet. People need to wash the dust down after a hard day's work.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
Next thing I make is the guardhouse, then I start doing work on the church.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
Good day to you. May the Lord watch over you.
Why is she named if you can't even talk with her?
Hello, Brown. Among the monks? Nonsense. Someone must have made it up to put the fear of God in front.
I pray to God you're right, or it'll be amen for us all soon.
Oh, I need to check something real quick. Well, it seems I have to beat the game before I can actually, before I can do the quest for good old Sir Hans Capon, so guess that means I'll be doing, the Band of Bastards, or whatever it is. Just need to check my... Oh my god.
Where the hell did you brought up? Don't you know you have to have a light after dark?
I'm the bailiff. I don't know. My question is, how in the hell can I get in trouble in the town that I'm in charge of? That's just a... Like, do I even mark it? Does it really even matter? I can just... Now that I'm out, I just thought about it. I should go and see Teresa.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir, can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
Well, I thought since we chased the bandits out of Pribyslavitz, the roads would be safer.
Ah, criticizing your liege lord, are you? And what, in your opinion, should he do about it?
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it. Just that it surprises me.
Easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. You're quite right. The roads really aren't safe. Mostly due to one thing. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Pigstein. Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot, mostly former convicts, but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable. And I'd say you fit the part. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
All right. I'll go and report to him.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province. Good luck, Henry. And watch out for yourself.
I will, sir. Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Ugh. I think I'll go and report to him, and then I'll end the episode here. This is probably a really short episode, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes most, which, actually thinking about it, this should be one of the longer episodes, but I'm not very smart, so... Stop by Teresa, and then we'll go over to Kuno's camp.
I've got something for you. I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you. Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
So I did all that for a cutscene. No fucking way. I was joking when I said I did that for a cutscene. I didn't actually think that was gonna be...
The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Will do, because last time I did it was a fucking cutscene. It was like, not even 20... I waited just like fucking... Oh my god. So wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. I walk over here. I talk to her. I say, you want to go out or something? She says, yeah. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's nice. And so we start walking, and we're walking for almost solid 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more than that, just for a fucking cutscene. I was thinking maybe, oh, they'll have like a little dialogue option, or they'll do what they did with the tavern. With like, you know, he went over and I had to fight a guy and talk to her, and that'd be that, but no.
Yeah.
Okay, why did I try to do that? God, the fact that that was just a cutscene pissed me off so much I can't even think straight.
Yeah. I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief.
Ah. They're a
These
wonderful
here
bunch.
are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
I'm amazed. So far, all these people
Pleased
have
to make
different
your acquaintance, I'm
faces.
sure.
They're not reused.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat. You put them out of a pile of shit. And they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
That's Henry.
Right. As I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right.
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. I still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
What a fucking prick.
No problem, Chief.
Oh, these boys think they can take me. They ain't got nothing on me. Oh. Oh.
Is that all you've got? Gott!
Ah, fuck. Didn't expect a massive block. Huh?
Fucker!
I never lose.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling to Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side?
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fellow. Nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, a pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, Our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch.
Jesus.
A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey? That boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough. Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
He kind of reminds me of like a nicer version of Captain Price. Especially with his final statement, mount up and let's go. Just imagine Price saying that. God, they fucking butchered the story. I hate the new Modern Warfare. I hate it. Absolutely. Just hate it. Gameplay's mediocre. Story is tries too hard to be edgy. And it's just not my thing. I'm just amazed they actually use new faces. But I mean, the most important characters are basically the most important characters in this game all have unique voices and unique faces, so I'm not entirely surprised. I mean, it's decent voice acting so far, decent, well, you can't say decent animation, it's all basically the same.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purpling, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Ah.
You glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye, it reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things? May I? Yes, Fletch? How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief. Oh? How's that? I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond. It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you. What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief. I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletch is moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler? It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy. Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girl sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief, think there's something going on over there. Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled. Yeah.
How is Pebbles faster than all?
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Russian, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef. No one there will be eating.
I like the shield.
Just
It's
fall
really
out
cool.
through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
I'm really liking this DLC.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Still smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far. They turned the place over good and proper. They weren't even armed. Looks like it happened fast. They can't be all that clever or they'd have taken the wagon. God almighty.
Stone's the only one that cares. I actually kind of like that. Seems like a decent guy.
What a pile of shit. I wonder if they found anything valuable at all. Poor wretch. Kuno will want to know about this.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that, Chris. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
I wonder... Wait. Huh? The Raiders. This whole thing is quite odd. The fact that they attacked a farm, left a letter and a shield. I could understand just the letter, but the shield as well? That's kind of odd. So I'll report to him and then I'll end the episode because I'm getting tired and it's almost 2 o'clock. Actually, it might be later than 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's past 2 o'clock.
Dinner.
Hey.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhayed.
Christ! It seems Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
Now, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel. Defend your honor. Antinomious wretch. Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry. Farewell.
Sleepy.
Something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
What a fucking noise. Absolutely disgusting. Well, save game. End the broadcast. Talk to you guys later. Or, what the fuck? I'm exhausted. See you guys next time. Making another video. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I'm tired.